everyone. How are we doing? Ukulele girl, how are you? Hi, Linda. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Shaniqua. Hi, Taylor. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Samantha. Did I already say Samantha? I don't think so. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Trish. Hi, Max. How are we doing? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking, Max. I still have like my waking up voice. I have to like I have to figure out my body's still trying to get used to this new time. So I want to be here earlier, especially for our UK friends. But my voice and my voice still thinks otherwise. My brain is here, my body is here, my voice is not. So I still have that like sultry just woke up voice. How are we doing, friends? Hi, Panchella. Hi, Cheryl. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, your badges were so cute. So next summer, for next summer Sash Bash, we want to do a camping theme. And those badges are perfect for what we want to do. What do you plan on doing with all of your badges, Cheryl? I don't know if Michelle is here yet, but Michelle also has some. I did. I'm so sorry. I always forget to do a yarn over hook check before we go. Y'all know that I will not be upset if you throw like yarn over hook emojis in the chat before we go and like just spam it so that I don't forget. Like I will not be upset with y'all because I hate when I'm like, oh, I'll do yarn over hook check before we go. I go into the announcements, I check everything else and I don't do a yarn over hook check. So I'm sorry I missed it live, Cheryl, but I saw it immediately after. I'm so bad. I think this was Wednesday. I'm really bad. Today's Square Up Saturday. I feel like we haven't done a Square Up Saturday in so long that I had to like remind myself what I do for Square Up Saturday. I was like, what is it that we usually do for Square Up Saturday again? Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to crochet a granny square because I just feel like it's been so long. So I hope that y'all are excited to crochet granny squares as well. So we'll do that for the first half, then we'll take our break, and then after the break we'll go over charts. We'll do some chart practice. If y'all haven't seen, I posted 2 chart practices this week. You wanted to translate the charts into a written pattern. So we're gonna go over both of those charts today after the break. So put your guesses in the comments, friends. I can see that y'all see it. You gotta put your guesses in the comments. It's like, it's not a competition. It's okay if you're wrong. It's awesome if you're right. It's awesome if you're wrong. That means that you learned something. But I know y'all see it. Hi, Montserrat. How are you? I know it feels so long. Michelle, how are you? I was thinking of a sash. I have a Tunisian infinity scarf. That would be awesome. Award badges in group, maybe. That would be so fun. Oh, that would be so fun. Yeah, we're thinking, we have ideas. And we had the ideas before we saw that those badges were an option. So now we're really excited. So we want to reach out to them, figure something out, maybe wholesale or something. I don't know, but we want to figure something out. So it'd be really fun to award badges next summer Stash Bash because it's like summer camp themed. So it's perfect. Montserrat, how are you doing? The Gray Nightmare? What is the Gray Nightmare? Oh my gosh. Michelle, have you started the top? Did you get my messages? I have not been on Yarn Overhook all week. I've been busy completing some orders. Ooh, what orders? Taylor, we've been doing some yard work this morning. I'm tired now. Oh my gosh, what kind of yard work? Okay, hi, hello, friends. This is Square Up Saturday, a Yarn Overhook live production. Yarn Overhook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from all over the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you and see what you are making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. Next week is Next week, we plan to have live streams, but they won't be scheduled. So you have to turn on notifications if you don't want to miss them. We'll post on Yarn Overhook like, hey, we're going live in like 15 minutes or whatever. We'll post on Yarn Overhook. But Alexis and I will both be in Dallas at the Dallas Fort Worth Fiber Festival. So keep an eye out on your notifications. There's one scheduled live stream, and that's next Monday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time for YouTube members. So it'll be a YouTube members exclusive live stream. And then for the rest of the week, if y'all want a live stream, you got to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out because we have some surprises for next week. I need to double check, but DFW has this bingo game on Saturday nights, and I would love on like their Saturday night of their festival. Apparently, it's really fun. I would love to be live during that. So we'll see. We'll see. You just have to keep on notifications because it's just going to be spontaneous. It'll be spontaneous. How are you, Lucci? I managed to make 35 squares for Mom's blanket. Now taking a break from crochet to rest my hands. That sounds good, Trish. Do some stretchies, but I'm not a doctor. Hocus Pocus book covers and pumpkin sets, and I just finished a bunny lovey. Oh, that sounds fantastic, Samantha. Wait, so do you have, is it a Hocus Pocus like for a real book cover? Or are you doing, is that what you made? Like not just like the Hocus Pocus book, but like book covers that are in the style of the Hocus Pocus book? Any details? Hi, my crochet story. How are you? Finally got hubby out of the house. We'll be working and lurking. I'm glad you get some time to yourself. How are you? All right, so we are doing Square Up Saturday. Let's square up. Wait, were those all the announcements? Oh, there's a new video. New video became public. Let's grab it. Make sure my volume's down. There we go. Let me grab it. Where are all these notifications? My goodness. That thumbnail is so funny. Tony uploaded a new video today. And it's, of course, going on the drama that is from this week that Alexis and I mentioned. With the like AITA for telling my sister-in-law that she knits too much or something, or crochets too much, whatever. I think it's one of those. What am I grabbing? I got distracted. Her use. Okay, grab this. So this is part 8 in the Great Summer Mosaic Crochet Along series. So if you have not watched it yet, if you want to save it to watch later, please give it a like, a hype, a comment if you don't mind. I finished the 9th motif. No, the 9th motif? What did I finish? Because I'm off now. Yeah. So I'm working on the 9th motif. I'm off by 1 because I skipped a week. I don't remember what I did. Okay. So Mosaic Cow part 8. So if you have not watched that yet, watch it later. You can watch it later. If you've already watched it and give it a like, a hype, a comment, thank you so much. Finished the corner to corner for my sister's new baby, and they just started a granny square shrug for my daughter. Oh, that sounds so nice, Shaniqua. Does your sister love it? Were you worried that it was too big? Oh, it's a cover that goes over a book. That is so cool. That is so awesome, Samantha. Recommendations for cheap yarn. Red Heart. Why do I feel like there was something else I was gonna say? Why do I feel like there was something else I was gonna say? It'll come back to me. maybe. I was talking about that. Talking about that. And then I went on to that. And then I was talking about the blanket. It's something to do with the blanket, but I can't remember what. Oh well. Okay. That one's pinned. Oh, it's a surprise? Oh, my bad. my bad. Lucy, hit up Dollar Tree. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. That's a good suggestion. Okay. Bye, Taylor. Thank you so, so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Michaels and house brands are pretty cheap. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. Your Inspirations is having a big sale. Now you're knitting a doll. Is that one also a commission? Okay, so let's square up. Let's square up. Let's get this one started so we can finish it at a good time. Then emoji. Did it go? Oh yeah, it did. Oh, what happened? There we go. Let's square up. Which deck are we doing? Granny. Flower. Half granny. Half flower. Is Jen here to vote for Stitch? Stitch. Rock the vote, friends. Rock the vote, friends. I don't know which one I want to do. I'm just excited to do a square today. Maybe a flower. I don't know. We haven't done a stitch in a while. I don't know which one. Hi, Yushi. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, y'all. I dropped one of my decks. I missed the desk. Dollarama has been carrying more cheap yarns lately too in Canada. My poor little deck. Thank y'all so much for the suggestions. Yeah, Samantha, is this your pattern? Is this your pattern, or is this a pattern that's available online? You're fine. I appreciate you dropping a suggestion. Oh, we almost have a tie. We have a tie with 3 of them. Be sure that that's up. And good to go. Okay. Oh goodness. Y'all. I mean, if we have a tie between Granny and Flower, then we'll just do half Granny, half Flower. Someone needs to come in and break this tie. What is the best? Hi, Lindsay. What is the best project to make when you only have 2 skeins of fancy yarn? That would depend on how much is in each skein. Oh my gosh, guys. What's the yardage or the meters? If it's fancy, maybe something that you wear, like a shawl or a poncho. Y'all, are we just gonna do half granny, half flower? You guys are so funny. You didn't expect the first Square Up Saturday back would be without shenanigans, would you? I never come into these things expecting no shenanigans. We'll do half granny, half flower. How many skeins? It took almost 3. 3 of the sugar and cream. You don't want to measure anything by skeins. You want to measure it by the length of yarn. If you're not going to be using the exact same yarn as I am. What the? Huh? Oh, did I not put these back in order? I mustn't have. 13, 14. Of course, Lindsay. 13, 14. Oh, wait, what was that? Hold on. I don't think we've done that one. Have we? I don't think so. We'll pull that out. And some of those stitches are in today's practice. See, I like this one, but I don't like the colors, which is why I think I keep skipping it. So we'll do that one. Okay, so pick my 2 flowers. That stitch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is in y'all's cups? What's on your hook? What are we working on today? What are our plans for this weekend? Quentin and I are seeing the Odyssey tomorrow. So I'm quite excited about that. And then for today, I am hoping to finish the last balloon dog. The last balloon dog for DFW Fiberfest and start packing. Gotta do laundry. Yuck. Oh, this one's cute. That one. Wait. No, we didn't. We did this one last time. Okay. Water in my bottle, finishing up this lovey. Finally, go Mags, go! Trying to find a project to use. Have you checked Ravelry, Lindsay? You can put the exact amount of yarn that you have, or kind of the exact. You can search patterns by the yarn that you have. So like you can put in Ravelry that you have this much of this weight yarn. So for example, 700 yards of sport 2, like sport weight 2 yarn. And then they'll pull up patterns that you can make with that much yarn. Have you checked that out, Lindsay? Shanique Wall water in the Stanley. Don't want to leave the house. And Granny Square Shrug on my 5.5 millimeter hook. Yushi washcloths. Request from my mom for Xmas. Maybe go to the Pride Parade in my city today later. Whoa, that's a late Pride. What city are you in, if you don't mind my asking? If you are a minor, please don't say what it is. Samantha, lemon water in my cup and currently sat in bed knitting my doll. Michelle, I started the top officially. Is it wrong rude to crochet at a party? LOL. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Are you at a party crocheting? We had this conversation on Wednesday. The only places where I think you probably shouldn't crochet is at live performances. It's the only thing I think you shouldn't crochet at is at live performances. So theater, operas, orchestra performances. Like, those are the only places I think you shouldn't crochet. Where else? I mean, I don't know. If I went to church, I'd probably crochet at church, to be honest. It would help me focus. I'm sure that whatever up above person that church is for wouldn't mind. And I guess jury duty. I guess you can't crochet when you're in the jury. I don't know. Where is somewhere that y'all would never crochet? Like, you would feel uncomfortable crocheting. For me, I feel like it would be live performances. So I thought like maybe there was one point where I was like, could I crochet during this? And I was like, I'd feel weird. I'd feel uncomfortable. So that would be me. I don't think I'd feel comfortable crocheting in a live performance. Yeah. I think that would be my line, would be live performances. Are you at a party, Ariel? Hey. Edmonton. I don't know why we do so late every year. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I take my crochet knitting everywhere. I do too. A wedding or a funeral, that too. Yeah, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. I'm going to a party later and I just want to bring my crochet. I can still talk to people and do it. Yeah, I feel like if it's a casual party, maybe don't crochet at a funeral unless it's a funeral for a fiber artist, right? Yeah, see, yeah, wedding, funeral, live performances. I feel like you can crochet at graduation. I feel like that would be fine. I know everybody's like, funeral? Yeah, wedding, funeral, live performances. I think those would be my line. Oh my gosh, that'd be so rude. Oh my gosh, at a wedding or a funeral? That would be so rude. Michelle, water in cup. You have 3 whips with you. Currently working on the triangle bag. Waiting until time to go to my friend's play. What's the play? All right, let's get these numbers up. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I mix them? I did kind of, so I need to be sure to pay attention to that. Which square are we doing? Number 12. Number 17. Number 27. Is Kelly or Sarah here? Number 50. Rock the Boat Friends. Yeah, like not a job interview. Like you can crochet while you're waiting, but I don't think I could even crochet during an interview. Like, yeah, I couldn't crochet during an interview. I couldn't even do that. It wouldn't even be an option. Hi, Kelly. Did you say that y'all get Inside Crochet magazines in Canada? I can't remember if you told me that. The current issue, I really, really want it. Do y'all get the magazine in Canada? How are you, Kelly? Kelly, can you please grab an issue for me? I will send you whatever I need to send you. Please, 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 please. Is it Simply Crochet that I want? Oh, no, it's not. No, Inside Crochet. I think I said that right. Inside Crochet. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll send it to you right now. So there's a crochet artist. I absolutely adore her. Her name is Nayela. Nayela. Let me find her. Crochet_junction. I adore her. She is so fun. I'll send y'all her profile. Wait, I just want to copy URL. And she's featured in this magazine, so I really want it. Like in this issue. So I really, 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 really want it. I love her too, Michelle. Okay, let me grab the info. So it's Inside Crochet issue number. Issue is this. Issue 192. So I'll send you this Instagram post, Kelly, so that you have like the cover. Let me take a screenshot too. But I want this one. There's just like a lot of like Black excellence in this one, so I really want it. Okay. Thank you so much, Kelly. Please don't go out of your way. If you can't find it, it's totally fine. I sent it to you on Discord. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Which one is the flower? I don't know. Y'all shouldn't have let there been a tie. I can't tell you that, Shaniqua. Cheers, everybody. Yarn hooker. Wait a minute. But you haven't been here in a long time. What is... I'm so sorry. Can you remind me your name? Because you're using a different account. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Hi, Mars. I know. What made y'all pick 27? That is so funny. Linda. Gosh, I kept wanting to say Lindsay and Lisa. I was like, that's not it. How are you, Linda? How have you been? My fiance got me into the Warhammer figures that we paint, so now I'm painting them as I watch you. That is so funny, Jamie. That is so fun. My husband has been avoiding it because he knows it's going to be a new hyperfixation. He has a friend who has so many Warhammer figures and like all the supplies for painting, and he's been begging Quentin. He's been begging Quentin to get into it with him. And he's like, no, dude, I really can't get into this because I know I'm going to be obsessed. Are you like completely obsessed? Lost your sub. Oh, like the membership gift? If you turn on notifications, you should get notified for everything else. I'm trying to get as much knitting done until it gets so dark. I hate knitting with a lamplight. Oh, do you crochet with a lamplight? Is it just knitting, or you just don't like doing fiber work with a lamplight? Michelle, your son picked for you? Picked what? Picked what? The magazine? Lucky? Are you talking about the magazine, Michelle? I have never wanted an issue so badly. Oh, the number. Oh, I was about to be so jealous. All right. Number 27 it is. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? How have you been? Doing well today. Doing well. Voice is still waking up. Like I'm having to like clear it all the time. Oh, it's not too bad with crochet. We have this one. This one. This one. And this one. And the one that we picked is this one, Granny Star Circle. So it's so funny because this one, I think, was the last one that we did. It was also a star. This is a different stitch. These use just clusters. I feel like this one's actually more approachable. And it doesn't use nearly as much yarn. What colors are we doing, friends? Mars. Oh no, you're sick. Oh no, I hope you feel better, Didi. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This should be fast. So we need 4 colors. Should we do like a color gradient? Let's look. Do blues? Blues might be fun. Blue into purple? Or purple into blue? Like start with the center being dark. Then going out. Oh no, my coconut. Like we don't have a perfect gradient. That big one out for real? Why do I have a little one of it? You want to do a gradient like that? Red, orange, yellow. But then we need a 4th one. Thinking that too. Red, orange, yellow. Need a 4th color. I'm gonna come down here since you. Red, orange, yellow. I mean, because we could just do red, orange, yellow, green. Like, that wouldn't look bad at all. You want to do red, orange, yellow, green? I thought about it. Like, we could do this orange in between this and this. Let's see what that looks like. Did red. Orange. This one. Ooh! And then this one. Ooh, looks fiery. Looks like fire. Then one day the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah? Looks like fire. These two look very similar. Let me see if it looks like that on y'all's end. It looks like it on my end. Oh, my it's getting in the way. Oh, I feel like it looks like a perfect gradient. Yeah, it's a little, they are a little close. I think they're the same value. Let's check. They are the same value. That's the only one that I have. I wish I had another yellow. Let me think. If we do red, orange, yellow. I mean, what's at the center of a flame? Blue? Isn't blue at the center of a flame? Flame. Is that just a cart, like a animation thing? Flame colors. Magenta and dark purple, I don't feel like are in it. Like, it wouldn't keep the flame look. Yeah, should we do blue? Burnt orange or coral? Okay. So, my coral, like a dark coral. Oh, no, this is dark coral. This is coral. Like, okay. I don't know if I have like the blue that is a flame blue. That doesn't look bad. So funny how this changes depending on the blue you put it next to. You just do this blue? Somebody said white. White. You do white? Hi, Mari. How are you? Dark one. Oh, yeah. Should we do this? I think that looks good. Oh my gosh, I think I got dust in my throat. We like this one? You like the blue? It's so funny because they were all like the same saturation. So it looked like a toy to me. This looks a bit more chill. This is like a wine color. Yeah, I think that that looks good. Let's do this. Okay. So we have, where's my card? Over there. We're doing number 27 from the Granny Square deck. And here are our colors. Are we ready? For friends who haven't told me, what's in your cup? What's on your hook? Oh my gosh, I feel like I just got so many fibers like up my nose. Okay. I think we're good to go. We have our Furls H hook. Number 27 from the Granny Square deck. 4 colors. And Lila to help us spin. Mine is even better. Madi, you have a market? Oh my gosh, congratulations. What are you prepping? What are you making? What's your plan? Ooh. That's probably dangerous. That's no fault. There we go. Okay. Lila. I'm gonna do wine, red, orange, and then yellow. I guess they're blue wrapped around this. That's silly. This must have got caught with some other fibers. Hope I can get that off without cutting the ply. Ugh, I don't know if I'll be able to get that off. It's like in the yarn. Hopefully we won't get to it. Okay, let us begin. This one should go by pretty quickly. I say that every time. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. Because once we start talking and getting into our little discussions, I immediately slow down. I don't know why I always say that. I always say that. And then this one. I've been really appreciating Sarah's washcloth. And then this one. I feel like I want to make myself like using like a lace weight or something. Some really nice like lacy handkerchiefs to like keep in my bag. Like minimize waste and like look fancy. My granddad used to use handkerchiefs. Max, you could leave the blue if you get to it. It can be that slight flicker of blue at the center of a flame. Oh, true. True. I'll leave it. I don't know if I will get to it, but I'm at this super fun art gallery that has art and game events weekly, and they have mini markets in a few months. The owner is so nice. Maudie, congratulations. Oh my gosh, I hope it goes super well. Please keep us updated. Let us know like what you're making and stuff. Brianna, water and snacking on charcuterie. I love it. B, how are you? Just got my yarn winders. I'm winding while detangling a massive yarn barf. Ugh. Drinking squirt. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the last time I had squirt. Yay! I'm so glad you got a yarn winder. Which one did you get? An electric one or a manual one? Oops. I have some stuff left from previous markets and made a few headbands last night. They turned out so cool. Post pictures, post pictures. Strawberry sunset. Smirnoff. I love it. Flower puff. Gosh, that sounds so good. Flower puff bandana. What was that? Flower puff bandana using number 5 crochet thread. How's that coming out? You got an electric one. Love it. All right, round 1 done. Maybe I will finish this quickly. If I do, I'll probably grab my balloon dog and work on that a little bit while we do flashcards. So here's the center. Bam. Super simple. Now we're on to red. What am I doing there? Have y'all been practicing your charts? Going over your flashcards? It'll probably be good if we did do some flashcards before we jump into full charts, because we haven't done Square Up Saturday in so long. I don't want to throw y'all into the deep end. Or maybe I do. See if you've been practicing. Do I want to do that? Who's been practicing? Show of hands. B, how's your practicing pattern reading going? Hi Sharon, how are you? Is that right? I think so. I have the worst tickle. Sharon, have you given your grandbaby the blanket yet? The Disney one? And the dinosaur one. Have you given them yet? Not had time to do any practice this week. You've been working on commissions. I've been trying to look for like new to me symbols. So we might look at one of my motif books, because I remember when I first got them and I opened them, I was surprised to see so many symbols that I didn't recognize. So we might look at that actually. Oh my gosh, this one is going to be a fast one. Oh, November, when you go to the UK. How far, like, how far is the UK from Belgium? Like, if you were to drive? I've seen, like, discourse on the internet of, like, folks who live in the UK, and they're always surprised when people in the US are like, no, I've never been to X state. And they're like, how have you never been around your own country? And like stuff like that. not realizing how huge the United States is. But then I'm like, what is the reverse? Like, do folks in the UK drive around the UK a bunch? Like, is everything closer there? Is that why that comparison is being made? I mean, I can't imagine. The US isn't that big. Like, it's big, but like, comparatively. Do you have to fly to the UK from where you are, Sharon? Or is it just like a slog to get there? If anything, I feel like that'd be even more convenient, Michelle. I feel like I'd go like all the time, all over the country. But then, like I said, like how far is that? Like how long is that train ride? I've always been curious about that. Because it comes up. It comes up at least like twice a year. People in the UK being like, do folks in the US not go to other parts of the US? And like this whole like thing of like, okay, let's go ahead and compare a map of the US, the map of the UK. I never like look too deep into it because it just seems like really silly like Twitter fighting between countries. Where did oh you start here? Driving 1 hour 40 minutes. Then 40 minutes on the Euro tunnel. Oh, yeah, that's not far. But see, that's then roughly 4.5 hours drive up to the family. Oh, there we go. Okay. Interesting. So that's like 7 hours. It's like 7 hours. So that would be like us going up to, that's like us driving up to San Francisco. Yeah, and I guess we don't do that very often. I mean, we could. It wouldn't be terrible. But that's like the other thing. That's the other thing is that like in within that discourse, there's like a culture difference in the US where road trips are very common. So long drives are very common. Well, I guess depending on how you grew up, very common for me. A 7 hour drive is very short. That's a short drive for me. But that's because I'm used to doing long road trips with my family. Like, if I didn't have to worry about missing work, I would probably drive home all the time, and that's 11 hours. Like, and then like Vegas, people from here go to Vegas all the time, and it's a 5 hour drive. Going down to San Diego just for the day, and that's almost a 3 hour drive. And like I said, like there are folks who go up to San Francisco for the weekend, and that's a 7 hour drive. But it's just like it's interesting because it's different. If I talk to my Japanese tutor and I tell her like, oh yeah, we're gonna go up for the weekend for this, and she's like, that's a long drive, and I'm like, that's not a long drive at all, and she's like, no, that's a long drive, and it's like a 5 hour drive. It's like a 5 hour drive. She's like, oh gosh, no. But like, that's why I feel like it depends on the culture. Oh, I did the wrong thing here. So I always thought that that was interesting. Because like I said, like that discourse comes up like at least twice a year. Folks in the UK like, how is it Americans don't see their own country, blah blah blah. And it's like a lot of us do, we just drive. And then like a lot of us don't because the like it'll be an argument of like people living on the East Coast not never going to California. It's like, okay, yeah, I can totally see how people on the East Coast would never come over here to California, but then like go along the entire coast and down to the south. And so I've always been curious on like what traveling around the UK is like. Because I always found that like I found that discourse so interesting. Traffic depends on time. We've arrived earlier and later. Interesting. And then it's like, it's not like you're going through different, you have to stop in a whole other country. So you're going from Belgium to France. And then you said 40 minutes on the Eurotunnel. Is that the train? And then a 4.5 hour drive. Like that seems like just like a slug. That just seems like a lot. That's a lot of like different parts to your trip. So that too, it's like folks don't really do that here. Like we don't drive to a train and then take that train and then drive. It's all a drive. It's just all very different. Samantha, you don't go anywhere, you're boring. Hours sometimes. Crochet Junction's always traveling by train. She is always traveling by train. I wish the US had trains like other parts of the world. I think it would be neat to travel by train. Last time I took, it cost the same as flying. Really? Where did you go? Hi, Sarah. I used to take the train from Chicago down to New Mexico every year for Christmas because it was so much cheaper than flying. And I don't mind traveling slow. I like really don't mind traveling slow. The longest train I took, which I actually want to do again now as an adult, because I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much as a teenager. I did, like I liked it, but I was like fighting with my cousin, so it was just like it was kind of like tense. It was a tense like almost 3 days on the train, like sitting next to her in small confines. But we took the train from Washington D.C. all the way to Sacramento. So that's my longest train ride. It was 3 days. I loved, I love the train. I love the train. When Amtrak was at risk of being like disbanded, I was so bummed. I was so bummed. So right now my goal is to take, is it the Surfliner? Is that the one that goes up like basically along the PCH? Is it Surfliner? I think so. I have a goal to take that train up. I think it goes to Seattle. Pretty sure it goes up to Seattle. I want to take that train so badly. So badly. I feel like the views will be gorgeous. The views across middle America from DC to Sacramento were not that pretty. It was just very flat and a lot of corn. But the train from the Southwest, I'm forgetting all the names. Oh, that bums me out. The one that goes, where does it start? I think it starts in Chicago. Does it start in Chicago and ends in LA? I think it starts in Chicago. Pretty sure it does. So the one that we took from Chicago down, that one's my favorite. The views are gorgeous. The views are great. That one's really nice. But the one that we took from DC across to Sacramento, that one was boring. No, it's called Southwest something. Not Rio Grande. Not that one. I think the Rio Grande starts in Colorado, maybe, and comes down. I think that one, because I know that there is a train there. Maybe that one's what that one's called. I don't think I've ever ridden that one. No, it's called the Southwest something from Chicago to LA. Isn't it great, Dee? I love traveling by train. Oh, cheers. Water break. Amtrak doesn't have as many stations. Plus, to get a sleeper, it costs quite a lot. So sleepers cost a lot. I just get the regular chair. Like, I like figured out a whole system on making it comfortable. We got a collapsible kettle. So we were making like hot chocolate for everybody around us. Brought a cooler with a bunch of snacks. And we didn't use ice, so we didn't have to worry about spilling. And then like tons of just books. I was reading a ton of books at that time. So I just read a bunch of books on the train. How are you, Sarah? In the USA though, you don't have as many roundabouts. They are a nightmare. Most of our driving, most of your driving, I imagine, is on the interstates. So it depends on the area. The nicer areas have a bunch of roundabouts. The more like rural areas and like cities, it's all lights. But like nice suburbs, roundabouts everywhere. There are sections here in LA where whole neighborhoods are just roundabouts. Um, and then Seattle had a bunch of roundabouts. There was a ton of roundabouts up there. I was driving around. Yes, the train that we drive onto that goes under the English Channel. What? Wait, what? Wait. So you take your car? Wait, you take your car onto a train and it goes under the water. Is that what you're saying, Sharon? Why have I never heard of this? The last time I looked, last time I checked the prices. I've never traveled by train. Oh. I kind of want to ride Amtrak for the views. I would do it. The Southwest one is nice. There's another one that we took that was actually really pretty. Which one was it? I've just done the Southwest one so many times. There's a train, I think, in Colorado. Is that the Rio Grande? Is it that one, Michelle? That's like actually really nice. Beautiful views are subjective. I could drive through rural Iowa and love the fields and farms forever. I just drove almost 800 miles driving around and camping in Iowa last weekend. Oh, that's so nice. And see, I completely agree. I grew up around mountains. So I like mountains. I like mountains and forests. Hills. Like, I want those views. Rocks, structures, those are the views that I want. What? I had no idea. Hold on, let me Google this. Euro tunnel. Terrifying. What? What? Oh, wait, so you're not sitting in your car on the train? Are you? Are you sitting in the car on the train? We sit in our car on the train. What? How can I experience this? How can one experience this? I want to rent a car when we go to France just to do this. What? Incredible. Incredible. Oh, I almost said something not so nice about the US. We could have this kind of stuff. We could have this stuff. We could have bullet trains. We could have underwater trains. Underwater car transport trains. We could have this stuff. That is so cool. That's so cool. Y'all said we could build a bridge. What if we did an underwater train that transported your car so you can sit in your car in the train underwater? And somebody was like, yeah, let's do it. And then they did it. Humans are awesome when they want to be. That's so cool. That is so cool. No, I've never traveled in an underwater tunnel. Have you? Have you traveled in an underwater tunnel? Are there underwater tunnels here? My mind is completely blown right now. Have I traveled in an underwater tunnel? Have I traveled in an underwater tunnel? I don't think so. If I did, I don't remember. I don't know if any of the Amtraks go underwater. Let me look at the Amtrak map. I wonder if it's gotten fewer. Because I know that several stops, like you had pointed out, Michelle, several stops have closed. I grew up near the coast in Alabama. There are multiple ones. You have to drive through them, though. What? I've been to Alabama so many times. So maybe I have, and I just don't remember. I went as a kid. Okay. So here's the Amtrak map. Yeah, what is it called? It's called the Southwest Chief. That's what it's called, Southwest Chief. And that's the one. Oh wow, oh my gosh. There aren't nearly as many stops now. Oh, when I was a kid, there were so many. So the Southwest Chief starts in Chicago. That's what I thought. Most of them start in Chicago. Start in Chicago and goes down to Los Angeles. So the one that I want to take, is that called Coast Starlight? That's what it's called. Coast Starlight. That's the one that goes from Los Angeles up to Seattle. That's the one that I want to take. And then the ones, oh, I must have taken multiple. So from DC, I must have taken the Capital Limited up to Chicago. And then I took the California Zephyr all the way across. So we went to Omaha, Denver, Salt Lake City. I think it was just this leg that was kind of boring. It went through Nebraska. And I think, is that Iowa or Ohio? I think that's Iowa. And then Denver, I remember, was pretty. Salt Lake City was really pretty. And then Reno and Sacramento. We got off at Sacramento. I wonder what the Empire Builder. I wonder how that one is. That one's from Chicago up to Seattle or Portland. I wonder how that one is. Huh. I feel like there are fewer lines. I feel like there's so few. Yeah, what happened to this map? This map is what I'm used to. There's so many stops and so many lines. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, Southwest Chief. It's lots of fun. We've done it many times. So maybe that's what I need to do when we go to France. We'll go to France. We'll rent a car, get on the train, go to wherever that goes, turn around, take it back. Just so we can say we've experienced it. That would be so cool. Hi, Laprice. Have you ever been to the bay on the BART? What is that? It's not super obvious that that is what is happening. So it's possible you didn't realize it. It's absolutely possible I didn't realize it because I have been all up and through Alabama. I've been to Alabama a few times and driven through. So not just like flew. I don't think I've ever flown into Alabama. We always drove growing up. I did a lot more driving than I did flying. So I know for sure we drove through Alabama, so we probably did. Yes, Linda. Are you familiar with it? Do you take the trains often? They have an underwater tunnel in Japan, I believe. I'd believe it. I don't think we would have taken it. We've only taken one Shinkansen, and that was from Osaka to Kyoto. We were driving through one once and started hearing really loud banging. We were eager to no longer be in that tunnel. No, thank you. No, thank you. The Chesapeake Bay Tunnel going into Virginia. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up all these underwater tunnels. And Quentin and I are taking some road trips. There's a Canada rail line I want to ride. There's one. I know that there's one. I'm pretty sure it's in Denver. And it's one of those like luxury, like daytime ones or like overnight ones. I know because I sent it to Mika and I was like, oh, we could do that. Because they're trying to bring back like, not like bring back, but like romantic traveling. Because I'm pretty sure that's the context in which I saw that reel was like bring back romantic traveling, like make traveling romantic again. And I remember seeing that train, and I'm pretty sure it was in Colorado. I wonder if it was the one in Canada. I wonder if it was in Canada. Because if I sent it to Mika, it might have been Canada. She likes Canada. Like the whole country. When we were planning her 30th trip, she's so funny. We were planning her 30th trip. So I picked a cruise around Hawaii when I turned 30. Our former friend picked a cruise in the Caribbean. And then Tamika picked Canada. And we were like, just like the whole country. And she's like, I don't know, Canada. And we were like, you know how big Canada is? And she was like, I don't know, I just really want to go to Canada. And we were like, can you please narrow it down? And like she couldn't narrow it down. She's just like, I just want to go to Canada. Here we are. It's looking fantastic. And now on to the yellow. And so then we pick Montreal and Quebec. Especially because we really like French things. So we picked Montreal and Quebec. It was just so funny. It took her months. Like we spent months trying to tell her like, you have to pick a spot like Toronto, Vancouver. Do you like what's the vibe? And she's like she's a foodie. And so we picked Montreal. Foodie and loves like old architecture and stuff. Like history. Cities' histories. Anytime we do trips, she does like the tours. And so we picked Montreal. So I've only been to Montreal and Quebec City. Quebec City I had a lot of fun in. Really liked Quebec. I had to practice my French. A lot. Okay. Where are we? So it's saying to start here. And this is the square off, I believe. I feel like I am overdue for another Canada trip. I'd really love to go to Vancouver. Maybe I'll go up and visit Kelly and Sarah. I think the one most known in New York is the Lincoln Tunnel. Oh, right. Okay, so I have, because I've definitely done the Lincoln Tunnel. When we went to New York, I'm pretty sure we went through that. So I have. It goes from, is that Calais? Calais in France to Dover. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I'm taking that Euro tunnel. I don't care where it stops. I don't care. I want to experience that so badly. We're a long way from Vancouver. Oh, I know. It was kind of like an or thing. Like, go to Vancouver or visit Kelly and Sarah. Canada's big. I realize Canada's very big. Because y'all are in London, Ontario, right? Y'all are in Ontario? I've seen Canada, but I've never been. Haha, I would love to visit though. Have you been to Niagara Falls? Is that where you've seen it? Their natural areas are so incredible. Oh, absolutely incredible. You gotta come visit us. Yes. Where is Ontario? I don't know, like, Canada's orientation. I didn't realize when we were going to Montreal that we were heading, well, at least me, heading way east. And then Vancouver is the one that's over here, right? Wait, can I take a train to Ontario? Wait, no. Hold on. Hold on. I need Ontario, Canada, not Ontario, California. Oh, okay. So y'all are over there near Quebec. Okay, so I was close to y'all. Wait, so then, hold on. I just need to see like a map of Canada. What? Wait, that's the entire map? There we go. Oh, I didn't realize how big Quebec was. Oh, okay. Oh, and then Toronto. Okay, okay. So Vancouver is the one that's over here, right? Vancouver map. Okay. I think I always switch Vancouver and Toronto. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm learning so many things. We were in, what is that? Salt Sweet Marie, Michigan. Ah. What did you see? Just like forest. Yeah, I definitely want to see more parts of Canada. I have to decide like when to go because I don't like being cold. I really don't like being cold. I don't like having to wear layers. I think that's the biggest thing. When is the best time? When would be the best time to come visit you in Kelly, Sarah? Sault Ste. Marie. Oh, STE is an abbreviation of Saint? I thought it was just ST. STE is an option too? I didn't know that. Gosh, I'm learning so many things today. Autumn. When is autumn? Like what months? Because y'all are further north, so autumn should start sooner for you. So what is that, like September? Oh, I didn't know female saint was STE. How did I not know that? Wait, I think I'm thinking something else. Is Saint ever ST? Right? I don't know. I feel like my brain's filling up with a bunch of different things today. Late September, October. Okay. We could just see the city, also called Sault Ste. Marie, in Canada, across the river, dividing the two. Ah, so it wasn't anything exciting. It was the closest I've ever gotten. Got it. We were in Quebec in May. It was still cold. It was like a nice crisp. It wasn't like freezing. Look that up. Oh, in French. Because now I want to know what I'm talking about. Where did I get that from? Okay. Interesting. Oh, I get it. Okay, so ST is the standard abbreviation for both male and female saints in English. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy because I know it is street too. But I'm pretty sure I'm not crazy. STE used for female saints in French. Thank you, Sarah. Found in specific North American places like Sault Ste. Marie. SS is abbreviated saints. Okay, the Eurotunnel. Learned about that today. Solidified where all of the, like, not all, but where the top cities in Canada are, or provinces. Saint. Fascinating. Is there a big festival, fiber festival, where you are, Sarah? Then maybe we can plan around. We're just all gonna come up and visit Sarah and Kelly. How about that? I did finish this quickly. Ha ha ha. I still have to weave in the ends. And I think, have I been doing borders? Haven't been. That one has a border. I think that was in the pattern. Just didn't for that. That one has a border and that one has a border. So let me do a border for this one. I'm glad I didn't lose all distraction. Oh my gosh. I can like feel it. I'm unloading the dishwasher. No worries, Samantha. I'm not sure on the fiber festivals. We'll look it up. Let's see. Let me get this started. Fiber Festival in London, Ontario. So it doesn't have a massive standalone annual fiber festival, but it does have a textile fair. Let's just look up Ontario. Oh, apparently several take place across Ontario through the late summer and the early fall. There's Fiber Spirit Festival in August in Barrie, Ontario. KW Knitters Fair in Kitchener, Ontario. That's Quilt. Heritage Fiber Festival in Burlington, Ontario. Fall Fiber Festival in Corbyville, Ontario. That's in September. That one sounds good. That one sounds promising. Ooh. That one sounds very promising. Are there any photos? All Fiber Festival. Wait, why is that one? And there's sheeps and wool and everything. Oh, this sounds nice. Ooh, ah. At the Willows Flower Farm and Market. I don't know how far that is from y'all. That sounds lovely. Oh, it's short. It's not a very big festival. Kitchener is about an hour away, an hour-ish away. Okay. And then this one? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, that treble crochet is a little loose. That's okay. And then okay. Here. Do we have any goals for this weekend for crochet? Any finishing goals? I would really love to finish the 10th motif of my Great Summer Mosaic cowl, specifically because I want to come back and start the border. I want to come back and be able to like get like really sucked into the border and get that finished. I'm so excited to finish this blanket. Mainly because I'm also excited to like really focus on my spinning. I think that's the biggest one, is that I really want to focus on spinning. And like I also want to crochet out, like start swatching New Year, New Blanket 2027. Because I already have the stitches decided. I just need to like plan it out now. I was thinking about doing that in Dallas, but I think I just want to work on the Senorita top. I still need to swatch that. It's a YouTube member, so that's something I want to get done this weekend, is get that gauge swatch down and started. I think I'm gonna have to do J, to be honest. Not a 5.5, but a 6. So I'll probably swatch that actually like right after this. Like after this live stream. So I need to get that down so that I know what to bring with me to Dallas. And then getting ready for Dallas. I think those are my like crochet weekend plans. Not finished, but attach a sweater. Just taking me so long. You got it, LaBreeze. Attaching pieces takes forever. It takes forever. I had a sweater, I think that had been hanging on my dress form for like 3 years because I was just getting so bored of putting the granny squares together. So I feel you, LaPrease. I think that's a good goal. At least get it going. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It's a big sniffle. Okay. Are you going to take any crabs? I already have them in my backpack. I already have them in my backpack. I'm so excited. Okay. I just have to weave in these ends. Gosh, I don't know if there's like just Toshi hair flying around. I need to brush our cats later. He was in here yesterday running around. That probably is what it is. Okay. And let's weave in these ends. Hi, Jen. Hopefully voice to text understands me, but I'm on my way to Michael's store that has the anniversary cakes. The employee said they're not on the sale floor yet, but she opened the boxes over the phone. She found them and set aside ones of each color so I can go have my pick. Oh, nice, Jen. Are you going to take any Oh, yeah. I really need to get a map set up. The friend I made the baby stuff for has offered to leave some out for me in Oklahoma. I know you should get a map started. A Mags's Crabs map. Because right now, what states do you have? California, Oklahoma, soon to be Texas, Minnesota. I think those are the only ones that I know of. And then I'm not going to forget to take them with me to Scotland. You'll have to let us know what colors you end up getting, Jen. Maryland, maybe North Carolina. I need to ask my Maryland friend if she gave her North Carolina friend some crafts to take when she gave her other crochet stuff to home with her. Oh, I love it. So I have friends of friends taking crafts. Sharon, don't say anything. How did Mr. Yarn Over Hook react to the little Sammy doll? He watched the live stream and was completely blown away. So when he came home and I was running up to show him, he was like, I saw. But then when he saw it in person, he's like, because his favorite things are all the hardware. He loved, um, he loves the earrings and he loves the glasses. I mean, he was completely blown away. Like when he saw it live, he was blown away. And then when he came home and I showed it to him in person, he was just like, this is absolutely incredible. And just kept looking at her. And he likes her hair too. Yeah, he loves Mini Sammy. He's over there. On the members only live stream, I adjusted my Rosa tee, which her t-shirt is based off of. So she and I are going to be twinning in Dallas. Wait, would you take a picture of Brianna? I'm only going to get one. Going to use it to make a 6-day star blanket. Very nice. The crabs are definitely spreading. Oh, my crabs comment. Is that what you're saving, Brianna? Yeah. The crabs are spreading. Sharon, just don't come back with them. I know it really doesn't. None of our crab talk is good out of context. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that wine color was a good call. All right, friends, are we ready? Are you ready for the reveal? Get some granny squares in the chat. Some drum rolls, please. Wow. I feel like we've done this square before. This would make a really nice fall blanket. Actually, just a bunch of these. Have we done this square before? You ready? If you have not liked the live yet, please go ahead and smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Here is the square that we chose. Let me get the shape right. Here's the square that we chose. And here's the square that we made. Doesn't that look so pretty? Wouldn't that make an amazing blanket? Like if it was just a bunch of this same gradient. Thank you, Brianna. Wow, wow. It came out so pretty. You did a Rocco bag using those colors. I posted on Yarn Over Hook. The one that you made for the market. Hi, another cloudy day. I know, I love these colors. I love these colors. Let me double check. I know it's so fall. We're like, I feel like we're wishing fall into existence. You did! The one with the white in it? I see it hanging up in your booth. Speaking autumn all over it. I know. Yes, autumn vibes for sure. I know it looks less like a flame now and more like autumn leaves. Love it. Oh, it came out so nice. I'm ready for fall. It's like 96 degrees today. I'm ready for fall. Oh, you finally got some rain? Is it cooling off there, Samantha? The leaves are changing color here already. Doesn't help that it's been so hot and dry though. Ah, false fall. Wow, I love how this came out. It's so pretty. I'm actually really happy that we didn't do blue here in the center. That came out so nice. Came out so, so, so nice. I love it. Okay, so let's do some flashcards real quick because once I'm over here, I want to be over here going over the charts. So we're going to do some flashcards with the polls. What was featured this week? We had some easy ones featured this week. Pull this one out. We're supposed to be getting another heat wave at the end of August. For why? Ugh. You guys are getting like a false fall. Yuck. This was featured. This was featured. And this one. Where is my... Missing a card. Oh, is that it right there? Yes. Okay. What is this stitch here? Awesome, awesome. This is a chain stitch in both US and UK. Now for the pole. What is this stitch here? Don't put your answers in the chat. Use the poll. This stitch is a double crochet. UK treble crochet. What is, hold on, let me type it out. We'll do another poll. I feel like this is like a flash quiz. What stitch is this? Ooh, cozy nights with hot chocolate and movies sounds really nice. That sounds really, really nice. This is single crochet, UK double crochet. Who has 100 so far? Which stitch is this? Ooh. Pay attention to the components. Hmm. Hmm. This one is bobble stitch or 3 double crochet cluster. It could be 4 double crochet, 5 double crochet cluster, whatever. This is the bobble stitch. Hi, Kayleen. How are you? What would make this stitch a popcorn stitch? What would make this? What would turn this into a popcorn stitch? Oops. How are you, Kathleen or Kayleen? The scoop at the top. That's right. A scoop or a chain stitch, a closed scoop at the top would turn this into a popcorn stitch. What would turn this into a puff stitch? Hi, Bobby. How are you? Nope, a popcorn stitch is made up of double crochets. So the only thing you would change on this to make it a popcorn stitch would be to change this top symbol here into a scoop or a chain. And we'll talk about it more after the break. I can draw it up. Yep, to make this one a puff stitch, you would take off these crossbars here. Take off the barbs, and that would make it a puff stitch. Nice, friends. If you have not grabbed your free crochet cheat sheets, your free reading crochet chart cheat sheets, there we go. You can grab them from Crochet Cheat Sheets. Is it this one? Or is it just cheat sheets? I think I always make this one so difficult, and I don't think it is. I think it's just cheat sheets. Yep. You can grab the reading chart cheat sheets, the beginner one, which would have the single crochet, double crochet chain, or half double crochet chain, no, double crochet chain in it. And the advanced one, does that one have the bobble? I think the advanced one has the bobble. You're fine, Sharon. Okay, and then lastly, you can type it out in UK terms. What is this stitch? In UK terms, what is this stitch? Wait, there's a second Practical Magic coming out? I didn't know that. No worries, Gayleen. In UK terms, what is this stitch? Remember, take what you know and just go up a step. Bobby, it's right there at the, if you scroll up just a little bit, Nightbot shared the website, crochetcheatsheets.com. I didn't know that they were making a second one. In UK terms, this is a half treble. US, half double. So remember when you take, we'll talk about this more. We can talk because I can visualize it better actually on my tablet. When you have a stitch and you know the US term, just go up one for UK. So single, go up one, that's double. Double, go up one, that's treble. Half double, go up one, that's half treble. Treble, go up one, double treble. Okay, so remember for UK, you just go up one step. Up one step. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, Bobby. cute. This came out so good. Ah! Okay, so I have the mani cam set up here. Let me put this yarn away. I have the mani cam set up. I'll do a quick yarn over hook check before our little break. We'll take a quick 5-minute break so I can go use the potty and grab a quick snacky and be sure that my charts are ready. And then we'll come back and keep practicing charts. We'll keep practicing charts. And then probably crochet a little bit and hang out. Work on my balloon dog. If we have time. Yeah. Of course, Bobby. Of course, of course. We'll talk more UK. If you guys have any charts that you're having trouble with, grab those. Any chart questions that you have, get those ready. We'll do charts today. I'm very curious on how Tony's doing charts in her Crochet Academy. Has she started that part yet? That section yet in Crochet Academy? Very curious. No way. The original cast? I haven't seen Practical Magic since I was in college. It was my roommate's favorite movie. Ooh. I think these two are Gurney Square. Feel free to post what you're working on Yarn Over Hook. I promise I'll do one right before the break. I'll do a Yarn Over Hook check right before the break. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, we'd love to have you and see what you're making. It is absolutely free. No paywall, no tears. You can post what you're working on, ask questions, find more inspiration. We would love to have you and see what you're making. Oh, I would imagine so. I'm sure those kids are all grown up. Yeah, post your pictures during the break. That is perfectly fine as well. Okay, let me put these ones back. And 17. I wonder if Claire's gonna come out with another deck. What would it be? If y'all could request another deck from Claire, what would you request? Maybe mosaic squares? I feel like somebody's already doing that. And I don't think she does mosaic crochet. In regular crochet, what kind of squares? Maybe cable squares? That would be cool. A square deck with just a bunch of different ways to do cables. I don't know if she could do 50 of those though, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something with texture, like lots of texture. Circles, triangles, hexagons. Ooh, that would be good. Oh, hold on. Sarah, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. Because she was doing hexagons for Simply Crochet Mag. Hold on. You might actually be onto something. Let me check her page again. Oh no, she had a motif column in issue number 191 of Inside Crochet. Continues the hexagon theme of the series. She's doing hexagons. She did hexagons for a magazine. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. These were her other hexagons. Maybe she's doing hexagons. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Here's another hexagon. Sarah! She is! I think she's doing hexagons. Oh, that would be cool. That would be dope. That would be dope. Okay, yarn over hook check. See, I almost didn't do it. I almost didn't do it. Yarn over hook check. And then I will be back in about 5-ish minutes. And we're going to practice charts. Linda, flower puff bandana. Wow, 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 wow. That is so fun. That's so small. Oh my gosh. I love all of the colors. Max, the baby shower was yesterday, so I can finally share. She loved everything, which makes my heart happy. Aww. Aww. Oh my gosh, the crab came out so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It came out so cute, Max. I love how you did the eyes. Wow, that hexie looks so fun. I love how you did the tie. Wow, look at all the things you made. Cute. And the grab. Cute, Max. I love it. I love it. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Okay, water break, friends. And then I'll be back in like 5-ish minutes. And we're going to do charts. Unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pastas. And I will see y'all in 5 minutes. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Bye. Of course, Mags. I'm really glad that it worked for you. I'm so glad that the music is relaxing. I tried to make the break a little bit upbeat, but also like chill. Y'all know I love my lo-fi. I love my lo-fi. Okay, so we're going to work on charts. So this week I posted in the posts different like little charts just so that we could practice how to interpret a chart into written language. So I need to plug this in. Ugh, probably. Please hold. Because like when we're thinking, like as we're crocheting, we're not saying in our brain cross symbol, X symbol, barbed symbol. We're saying what they are, right? So I want to practice, like when you see a chart, what is it that you're saying in your head? When you see a chart, you're saying, okay, double crochet, chain. You're translating it. You're translating it into whatever language you're speaking, right? So I wanted to practice that this week with 2 charts. Okay. Hi Fatima, how are you? Remember you from yesterday? Were you guys in a live stream yesterday together? Okay. Oh, I like this composition. Oh, what am I, an influencer? I like this comp. Fun. Let me like rearrange this a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Samantha. I like this. All right, so let's check out crochet charts. Okay, is this bright? Is this too bright for y'all? Let me see what it looks like for here. Because it doesn't look bright in my system, but sometimes it translates differently to devices. How does this look for y'all? It looks okay. It's not too bright. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Looks fine? Okay, cool. Just so long as you're able to see it. Because I know like the brightness, a bit small but readable. Oh, I'll zoom in. It's just the brightness. I want to be sure that the brightness is good. Like, that's like too much. And then that's too dark. But that's good. Okay. Bye, Sarah. Thank you so much for hanging out. Alrighty. So, separate these 2. So I don't want them to get confusing. I'm going to start with this one. This is the first one that I posted. So, when you are reading a chart, I have come across charts that do not have numbers. I should have left this out. Claire Montgomerie's Granny Square decks don't have, well, they do, but she doesn't have an indicator on where you start. Is this on my fingernail? Yeah. So she doesn't have an indicator on where you start. Which one does she show on the outside? Number 11. Let me grab that one. I don't want to show you a chart that she isn't already showing you. They are not always read from left to right. Yes. That's a good question, Mars. We'll get into that. Because they can be in the round as well. That's why I say that. Number 11. But typically, yes. Because... why? Interesting. Oh, because your first row. Because your first row is usually done from the right to the left. It's for right-handed crocheters. I think that you can reverse a chart if you crochet left-handed. I think you just mirror it. but they can be done in the round. And yeah. Okay. So if you look at this here, there's no indication on where to start. It's just a chain 4 and there's a slip stitch. So there's no arrow there. There's not usually you can find, I think it's a solid arrow. This is, I don't know, because this is what, like, I don't see it very often. You just know as a crocheter that you have to start with a chain 1. You can't start with this here. You have to start with a chain. So you will start here. Always. If this arrow wasn't here, like if you're looking at a chart, just think that you're going to start with your foundation chain always. This isn't the start of a foundation chain. That is clearly your turn into the stitching into the chains. So you have to begin here. So if there's no arrow indicating where you start, you just look at the chart and you're like, this is where that goes. Let's look at the stitch square. Ah, she has it. That's where I've seen it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a solid triangle, I think. I think this is the only place where I have seen an arrow on a chart. What number card is this? Oh, I don't know what number card this is. It's called Wiggle. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I just don't want to like share squares that she hasn't shared herself. Oh, is that it? Wiggle? Yes. So just for anybody concerned, it's on the back of her box. So I'm not sharing anything that she hasn't already shared. There's a solid triangle there. And it's just an arrow. If I wanted to, I could do just like one of these numbers. And that would indicate the start. And that would indicate the start. I didn't have to put this purple arrow. I just wanted it to be something recognizable, this arrow. This arrow we have not gone over. So I didn't want to use a symbol that we haven't gone over. I didn't want any sort of confusion. Does that make sense? So anything from left to right. No, because I'm not left-handed. I crochet from the right to the left. So no, I don't think I've seen any charts unless it was a chart specifically for left-handed crochet that would go from left to right. So the numbers even would start here because that would be the first row. And then whenever the second row came, it would be 2 over here and then 3 and then 4. And that's because you can't flip the picture. So you're going to flip your project and know that this, even though it's going in this direction, is your row 2 and you will be crocheting from right to left. Does that make sense, Mars? So if I were to continue this chart, what would I do? Do single crochet, half double, single, half double, single. Half double, single, half double, single, right? Because the 2 is over here, that indicates that I'm reading it this direction. Because the 3 is over here, I'm reading it in this direction. But that just means it's not the direction in which you are crocheting, it's just the direction in which you are reading. So if this were to end in a different stitch, we'll put slip stitch. Because this 2 is over here, because this 2 is over here, I know that I'm starting with this single crochet. I'm not starting with this slip stitch. Not starting here. Starting here. Because this 2 is over here. So in Claire Montgomerie's deck, you can see the 1 is over here, and then the 2 is over here, and then the 3 is over here, and then the 4 is over here. So that's how you know you're starting with this chain and not this single crochet, because the number is over here. So wherever the number is, that's where you're going to start your sequence from for that row. You're not necessarily now going from left to right. You're turning your work and beginning where that next row indicates. So let's go over this one. Hi, Neva. What are you using to draw on? This is just my Surface tablet. This is a Windows Surface. Surface 7. Had it since, I think, like 2019. I think 2019. So I think it's a Surface 7 Pro. Okay. So this chart. This was the first chart that I posted at the beginning of this week. We've already determined that this symbol, right, is a chain. This is super helpful. Of course. Yeah, I mean, like, once you get the chart symbols down, charts are super easy. I honestly think charts are easier than written patterns because you're learning pictures, not words. But that's because I'm a visual learner. Of course, everybody learns differently. But I personally, I wish that I had started on charts. I really wish I had started on charts. I feel like then I would know what to look for in my patterns. My projects. I feel like I would know what to look for in my stitches. Where to put stitches where. I feel like then I would understand the end and the beginning of my projects. I feel like then I wouldn't accidentally increase or decrease on my projects if I had a chart as opposed to written. Okay. So we know that this symbol here, let me do a different color ink that we're not like mixing up. Red. Okay. Okay. Scooch. Scooch. So we know this one is a chain. That's a chain. It's thick. The thickums. Okay. So this here is a chain. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is our 6th chain. It's just turned because we have to work this first stitch into the 2nd chain from our hook. So our hook is right here, right? Our hook's right here. Just finished our 6th chain. So in a written pattern, it'll go then single crochet in the 2nd chain from your hook. So we have 1, 2. So we're doing a single crochet here. So that is why this chain is turned that way. This would be considered your turning chain. That's why it's turned. So even in other patterns, you'll see it's turned and off to the side. Turned off to the side. That also indicates that it is not part of the stitch count. You see how there's no stitch underneath that one? So this does not count in our final stitch count. If it did, it would be here. Oh, perfect. You see how this chain 3 is right on top of the single crochet? So if I wanted to continue this chart and count my chain as a stitch, it would be like this. My chain would be here. But because I don't count my chains, what are we doing, friend? What are we doing? Because I'm not counting my chain as a stitch, my turning chain would be here on the outside of the main fabric, and then my first stitch on top of that final stitch. So this does not count as a stitch. If it's on top of the stitch, it counts as a stitch. Say I wanted to do like a turning chain of 2. That's what that would look like. Maybe that counts as my half double. And now I'm changing the pattern sequence or something. That could be an example. In this card, this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So we're starting off with our chains. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we know the first part of our written pattern is then what? What is the first part of our written pattern? I think so. I love charts. I am picking up on reading them a whole lot faster than written. If you're a visual learner, charts are the way to go. How does everyone find reading pixel picture charts? I feel like that's easy. Then you're just going by the color. That's like color by numbers. Exactly. So the first part of our written pattern is going to be, friend, work with me. I'm not selecting the photo. The first part of our written pattern, should we do it in a different color? Nope. Not trying. Thank you. Perfect. No, turn this off. We'll do purple. The first part of our written pattern is to chain 6. That's the first step. So we've turned our chain. This is our turning chain so that we can now work back into the chain. This symbol, as we indicated before, is a single crochet. So what would be the next step in this? So we've chained 6. So now we're turning and working into the chain, but we're not working into that chain that we just did. So what is this next step here? What is this next step? Yes. So we're gonna single crochet in our second chain and then like from the hook or whatever. You know, like, yeah, from the hook. Okay. Single crochet and second chain from the hook. And then our next step. Our next steps, plural, can be written in a few different ways. What is this symbol here? If you know this symbol, well, we'll start. We'll just do one thing at a time. What is this symbol here? Right, half double crochet. I knew what you meant, B. Half double crochet. And then we have another single crochet. And we have another half double. Then we have another single in our last chain. So how would y'all write this sequence? This is the beautiful thing. One of the beautiful things about crochet, right? You can write it in a bunch of different ways. How would y'all write this next sequence? These next 4 stitches. Put it in your own words, how you would write it. There's a way that I would prefer, like if I were writing a pattern for this, that I would write. There's a way that I would write it. But this can be written in a bunch of different ways. So how would y'all write this next sequence for our final step for this pattern? Kind of wanted to do this. For our friends who don't want to type in the chat. Oh, water break. Cheers. I know some of y'all are typing, so don't worry about it. So Samantha, you can't start with a single crochet because you're ending with a single crochet. So if you say repeat to end, I'm going to think that you're saying single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet. So it can't be written like that. Yep, writing this sequence here. Because we've already done this one. This cannot be part of the repeat sequence because you cannot single crochet in the second chain from the hook across. So this first step cannot be in the repeat sequence. I don't know if y'all have noticed that in patterns. That first stitch is usually not in the repeat sequence because there's something special that you do with that first stitch. You're either doing a half double crochet in the previous stitch or something, or you're doing a chain 1 turn, single crochet in the first stitch, and then you begin your repeat sequence. I don't know if I'll have to look at my patterns, but at least when I'm writing my patterns, I do not include that first stitch in the repeat sequence because I usually write it out differently because it's usually a different step. It might be a similar stitch within the sequence, but it's usually a different step. Ah, nope. We're over here because this is where our turning chain is. Very nice, very nice. So the way that you can write this sequence is option 1. Oops. What did I put? Did I put that? Okay, cool. Option 1. What did I put? There we go. In parentheses, half double crochet, single crochet, parentheses times 2. That's half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. You do it twice. Easy peasy. Number 2. What did I put? Number 2. Like that period there. You can put half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. Perfectly fine. Easy peasy. And number 3, you can do half double crochet, single crochet, parentheses, because parentheses by itself can also mean repeat. You can also do asterisks, like B said. You can also do an asterisk. Just depends on the pattern writer. You'd have to look at the key. I do both. I do like either one. I don't know, it depends on how I want it to look. And then, but if I'm just doing this, or I do an asterisk, so either one, you have to say then to where. You can't just leave that. That would confuse me. So you can't just, you have to say when, like, for why, like what am I doing this for, like for how long am I doing this. So like here I have times 2, so I know I just do it twice. Here I can put until, through, all the way into, like that thing, until last chain. And you can also put that here as well. Until slash through last chain. So any one of those. You can do any one of those. So our pattern for this is, I know, no, thank you. I'm so bummed that whiteboard's going away. I'm gonna have to find something else. It really bums me out. Whiteboard was one of the first things that I fell in love with on this tablet. Makes me feel like a teacher. So the way to write this pattern would be to chain 6, single crochet into the second chain from your hook, then half double crochet, single crochet times 2, or half double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet until the end of the chain, or half double crochet, single crochet, repeat that until the end. And that's how that would be written. Any questions? Thank you so much, Kayleen. That was the one I think I posted on Monday or Tuesday, one of those days. This is the one that I posted. Are there any questions on this before I move on to the other chart? Can y'all see that? Is that a little small? A little bigger. There we go. My whiteboard handwriting is so bad. I feel like a true teacher. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up in the chat if we're good to move on to the next chart? Another way that this could actually be written. What are you doing, friend? Okay. Another way that this could actually be written, this chart, is this. With X's instead of crosses. Is that common? No. I feel like X's are usually used, they're just used very specifically. But you could see a pattern like this. It's still a single crochet. Remember, this is still a single crochet. So like it could. I personally would not. The T's just make the most sense in this case. All right, can we get some guesses on how this would be written out? Based on what we just went over in the previous chart. Yes, overlay mosaic uses X's, but that's not for single crochet. The X is to indicate a double crochet. But that it's not a chart, it's not a crochet symbol, it's a chart symbol. So don't confuse the two. Don't confuse the two. It's not a single crochet. And it's not a crochet chart symbol. It's a mosaic overlay symbol. So don't confuse the two, because I actually did. When I saw those X's, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you put that? Doesn't a single crochet, like, why are you only indicating those single crochets? They're not single crochets. Not a crochet chart symbol, a mosaic color working symbol. So don't mix the two up. Don't mix the two up like I did. When I first looked at an overlay mosaic chart, I was like, why are all of these single crochets scattered all over the place? Not a single crochet. Not a single crochet. B chain 6. Does anybody know what this is here? This symbol here? I'm going to throw in a little curveball. What is this symbol here? Whoa! Excuse me. Thank you. What is this symbol here? We are starting with a chain 6. Does anybody know what this is? Make a guess. Like, what does it look like? No. An extended single crochet. I think an extended single crochet is written like this, because it has a chain at the bottom. I think that's how an extended single crochet is written. Stacked. Yes. It's a stacked single crochet, my favorite turning chain. So the reason why this isn't an actual like turning chain is because it's needed there for height in order to get to this stitch. So this is still our turning chain. So we chain 6. What would be then the next step? How would you write out that next step? No, not 2 single crochet. It's a stacked single crochet. So I have one in here. No. Stacked single crochet. I have a tutorial for it. Let me pull it up. A stacked single crochet is an alternative to a turning chain. Y'all know I love me a stacked single crochet. Helps with smoother edges and no gapping on the edge. Why does YouTube do this? It's so weird. There we go. Stacked single crochet tutorial. There we go. Is it chain 6, stacked single crochet in the second stitch from the hook? Sharon, stacked single crochet in the first chain from the hook. So this is the first chain here. We can't work back into that chain. So second chain from the hook. So we have, what are we doing? What are we doing? Thank you. So we have here Step 1, chain 6. Step 2, stacked single. It has an abbreviation. I won't worry about it. Stacked single crochet. And second chain. From hook. Is it ST? But that seems like stitch. That's confusing. There needs to be a different one. It needs to be like STK or something. Or ST. I almost said something else. I think that needs to be like STK or something. Gosh, I'm glad I stopped myself. Can't be that. Let me see. Stacked single crochet. Abbreviation. And in UK terms, I actually think it is called stacked double. It is ST. Oh, there's no space. There's no space. So stacked single, that's what would make it not confusing. Because if there's a space, that's confusing. There's no space. STSC. Or capital S, capital T, lowercase s, lowercase c, with no space. Thank you, Kayleen. All right. So we just went over this. What is this stitch here? And does anybody know its abbreviation? I had to look it up this morning. I didn't know they had one. It's kind of funny. Yes, Sharon, this is the bobble stitch. Any guesses on the abbreviation? No, I wish. That would have been funnier. The abbreviation is BO. It can be in uppercase or lowercase. VS would have been funny. That would have been really funny. Should we petition to change it? So, bobble stitch. And then what is this stitch here? Oh, you're fine, Kayleen. I don't know if you heard. It is what you said, but no space. If there's a space, then that looks like stitch single crochet. So you're right, but no space. And then that's stacked single crochet. And then the ST can be capitalized with the SC being lowercase. And then that can be stacked single as well. No, we knew what you meant, Samantha. It's just really funny. Double crochet, yes. So, just a little reminder of what we just did. Where did it go? Where did my writing go? Stop. Oh, don't do that to me. I'm not doing this right now. I'm trying to shrink everything. Just a reminder, these were the options for this sequence here. What then? Oh, Lord have mercy. What are we doing? mess up my stuff, messing up my flow. My flow. There we go. What then is this next sequence? What is that? How would we write that out? Hi, Nidiad. You've missed almost 3 hours of content. I can show you our square from today. Here's our square from today. How would we write this out? I'll do another poll as well. This time I will do asterisks. I should phrase that question, how could we? Not how would we. How could we? Because I think that's what I even made a point to put that in the posts. Because there are multiple ways, and I'm sure that there are even other ones outside of this 3 that you could put. Oh, you could put over the next 4 stitches, and then BO, comma, DC, comma, BO, comma, DC, comma. You could do BO in the next stitch, DC in the next stitch, BO in the next stitch, DC in the last stitch. You could do it like that if you wanted to like really spell it out. Repeat the X sequence, so BODC, over the next 4 stitches. Like it can be written out in so many different ways. What? Here it is. Gosh. So, this sequence. I keep doing that. What is happening? I keep doing that. How do I lock it? Lock. Word. Okay. So. 3. Keep it consistent. See, it keeps changing it. Why? Why do you keep doing that? Why your whiteboard is out? So, what did I write? You can do asterisks. BO. DC. Rep. Till end. You could do O. BO. DC. We could do BO. DC times 2. And all of that until the end. Hi, potato jellyfish fingers. How are you? But you couldn't hear any of that? Wait, so when I was talking down here, you couldn't hear that? Doing it. It's doing the thing. I would refresh. Did anybody else lose volume? Good night, Samantha. Nidiad. Everybody can hear me, right? Oh no, can y'all really not hear me? Oh, weird. Because I was talking down here? That's been talking down here. Oh, I think my noise canceling. Did my noise canceling go away? Ah, okay, I just need to speak up. I forget that my noise canceling is really good. Turn this a little. Yeah, sorry about that. So you can do asterisk, B-O, D-C, asterisk, repeat till end, or B-O, D-C, B-O, D-C, or parentheses, open parentheses, B-O, comma, oops, D-C, close parentheses, times 2. And that would be the pattern sequence. And that's it. That's it for that. So we'll go to a different section on the whiteboard, and we'll chit chat about bobble stitch, puff, and popcorn, and UK terms. Hi, Annette. How are you? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I forget that when I lower my voice and move away, my mic is like noise cancel. So rude. So efficient. Hi, friends. I just found your channel and love fiber arts. So glad that you found us, potato jellyfish fingers. How are you today? What are you working on? What's in your cup? What's on your hook or needles or loom? Thumbs up if y'all are good to move on or if you have any questions. And once again, if we wanted to, I thought I locked this. What are we doing? I thought I locked this. You could see this chart with colored in triangle. If this was the end of our sequence, you would then see a chart with an empty triangle. An empty triangle means that's the end of the chart. A filled in triangle means that's the beginning of the chart. Do we have that on here? No. Well, yeah, because she just has the repeat. She doesn't have the closed triangle. Thumbs up in the chat if we're ready to move on. I'm crocheting an ocean-themed bottle holder as a gift. A little farewell to summer. That's so nice. How fun. What pattern are you using? An empty spot on the whiteboard. Here. Okay, I'm going to assume. Okay. All right. So we had the bobble stitch featured in today's lesson. I did not draw the bobble stitch well. I did this first. And this. Then the line. Yes, work. Okay. Work. That looks way better. Y'all can barely see it. Please hold. Let me make them thick. There we go. Okay, work, work, work. Bobble stitch, right? Okay. Fennel tea, that sounds nice. I don't know if I've had fennel tea. There we go. Bobble stitch. So, in order to make this into a popcorn stitch, we talked about this earlier. So into a popcorn stitch. This is our bobble. We want to make popcorn. So to turn this into a popcorn stitch, or basically what we're doing is how to differentiate it from a popcorn stitch, or differentiate a popcorn stitch from a bobble. That's how we should word it. A popcorn stitch is very similar. You can actually have this many. It would be a mini popcorn. So we'll stick with the same number there. What is this? What are we doing? Oh, it's because of my hand. That's why. Okay. You can have the same base as a bobble. Right? Same base. But top would be different. We'll have a scoop. Let's do a different color. Scoop. Instead of this up here. Or closed chain. That would make a popcorn stitch. By changing this guy up here from a straight line into a curve or a chain, that would make a popcorn stitch. So that is the difference. That's the biggest difference between the two, is that closed chain at the top. Because there can be all the same and just different colors that I'm able to just like, hold on, I'm learning something. That one's glittery. Oh, wait. Is that what I'm supposed to do? And just switch between these pens? I think so. Go on 5. Oh, I think I did it again. Okay, I was just talking to myself. You didn't miss anything. So, so you can add more. If you wanted to. Both the bobble and the popcorn can have as many double crochets as you want. So you don't have to worry about the number of double crochets. That won't be an indication on whether or not it's a bobble, a puff, or a popcorn, because you can do however many. The change is going to be the top. That's what the change is going to be. Water break. Cheers. For a puff stitch. Get our puff up here. So we'll do this again. Bobble. Getting much better drawing this stitch. We're going to change it into a puff stitch. Wait. Hold on, I gave it away. No, should I have kept it? Probably, yeah. I keep it. So I said it kind of briefly earlier. In order for it to be a puff stitch, what's the difference between a puff stitch and a bobble stitch? What is the difference there? What does the bobble stitch have that the puff stitch does not have? Something else, B. So the join at the top was in regards to the popcorn. That one will change for the popcorn. For the puff, nope, the puff does not have trebles. This is the puff stitch. The difference between a bobble and a puff. Some people will argue this. I don't know why, because it just it is what it is. Like it makes complete sense. The bobble can also be known as a double crochet cluster with an X number. It can also be known as X number double crochet cluster, right? The puff can actually also be known as X number half double crochet cluster because these are made with a bunch of these. This is made with a bunch of these. Puff stitch is comprised of half double crochet stitches put together. The bobble stitch is comprised of a bunch of double crochets put together. The double crochets are half finished along your hook, so you're left with several loops on your hook, and then finished all together. The puff stitch is finished with a bunch of half done half double crochets on your hook. Even though it just looks like a bunch of loops, those are incomplete half double crochets because with a puff stitch, you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. In order to make a half double crochet, you'll yarn over and pull through all three of those. However, in order to make a puff stitch, you'll repeat that, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You're repeating that first step, those first two steps of a half double crochet over and over and over again. And then once you have the number of loops that you want on your hook, you'll yarn over and pull through all those loops just as you would finish a half double crochet. So it makes complete sense that a puff would also be considered a half double crochet cluster stitch. And so thus, the symbol is a cluster of half double crochet. So the thing that is missing in a puff stitch that would make the difference between a half double crochet symbol and a double crochet symbol is this barb. So there are no barbs. That second, I don't know, we just call them barbs in this one. There is no bar. We can call them a bar too. On those stitches. So that's the difference between a bobble and a puff. A bobble is comprised of X number half double crochets finished together. A puff is comprised of a bunch of half double crochet finished together. So that's the difference there. So now seeing it all together, I feel like the bobble is the center point. This might be why I adore the bobble stitch. I am a Libra, and I enjoy that balance. So the bobble is my favorite stitch. I feel like it's right in the middle of a popcorn and a puff. It doesn't use nearly as much yarn as a popcorn, but it does use way more yarn than a puff. It is balanced. So that is the difference between those three stitches. We can put them all next to each other. Kind of like evolve it, I guess. So we have first the puff stitch. Then we have Ooh, bobble. Then we have the bobble stitch. And then we have the popcorn stitch. Or be chain. The evolution of puffy stitches. So puff, bobble, popcorn. Make that scoop a little bit more distinguished. There we go. Now there's a difference between the three of those. Are there any questions on them? Let me share the tutorial. I have a comp on how to do all three of those stitches so you can see the difference and how they are made. Popcorn. Whoops. There we go. Bubbles. Puffs. And there we go. So lastly, I did want to chat about UK. They're a little whiteboard. No, I want to draw. Move, please. Oops. What are we doing? Aw. I wanted to see our lesson. Now it's acting funny. Aww. There we go. Yay, look at our lessons for today. Fun. Okay. I just want to move over. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? You're doing just fine. I don't want to move. Poor thing. This is why Microsoft is continuing. Huh. He's old. Oh goodness. Because of that? Okay, there we go. Okay. That is just going crazy over there. Okay. We got it. I love it. Thank you, Brianna. Dun, 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 dun. That's what just popped into my head with you saying that. Cute. Oh. It doesn't look bad. Actually, no. Because your yellow does it too, Brianna. I see it in your yellow as well. So no, I don't think it looks bad because it's actually consistent with your pattern. Yeah, it does it in this section as well. The white kind of peeks through the yellow, and then the darker yellow kind of peeks through in various spaces on this lighter yellow. And it's doing it here. So no, I don't think it looks bad at all. If it was just that section doing that, then I would be like, maybe you should frog it. But no, your whole poncho is doing the same thing. Cute, Samantha. What a cute lovey. This is the book cover. Cute. Oh my gosh, I really love how that looks. It's so fun. Yeah, no, I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks really nice. That's not the emoji that I wanted. All right, so let's talk UK. Let's talk UK. Yeah, I think you should still keep stitching. Okay, so when I'm saying to just go up a step, I literally mean just up a step. So let's put a single crochet here, double crochet, double crochet, double treble crochet. With that, we'll stick with that. So this is US down here. So if I were to go up a step from here, that would be single crochet. I go up a step from single crochet up to double crochet. So that means that single crochet is double crochet in UK. So now I want to take my double crochet and go up a step. So that means in UK terms, my double crochet is a treble crochet. I want to take my US treble crochet, translate it to UK. So I'm going to go up a step. So in UK, that means that it's a double treble crochet. And then if I wanted to take my double treble crochet up a step in US to UK, this would be triple treble. Yeah. I think it's TRTC. I think is the abbreviation. So that's what I mean by go up a step. When I say just go up a step, this is what I mean. This is literally the picture in my head. Whenever I'm translating US to UK, so that we can keep this consistent. If I'm translating US to UK, I just go up a step in my brain. So, what is this in UK terms? What is this symbol in UK terms? If we're just going to go up a step, what is this symbol in UK terms? And then those who grab the cheat sheet, one, thank you so much for grabbing the cheat sheets. But there's also cards in there. These same cards are in there in US and UK. So you can practice both if you want to practice both. There are UK designers that use UK terms. I don't think that it's very common, but they exist. So knowing how to translate your US term brain into UK term, I think is honestly a good idea. It's a good idea to have it in your back pocket. So this is a US. This is US. Hold on. US single crochet. So that means UK double crochet. Let me keep that arrow there. Cool. What is this in UK terms? What is this symbol? In UK terms. And this one. No. Do this one. Awesome. So in US terms, this is a double crochet. If we're just going up a step, it's a double crochet. Very nice. This symbol in US is a single crochet decrease, or single crochet two together. So in UK terms, what would this be? We thank Sammy for helping us become well versed in US terms and UK. That will open the way to many more patterns. Yay! That's what I want. I want the whole world of crochet to be open to y'all. So thank you, B, for being willing to learn. Thank y'all for being willing to learn. I love teaching, so it's always nice that y'all are so willing to learn. And to learn from me, I feel so honored. Thank you so much, B, for saying that. So this is single crochet decrease or single crochet two tog, SC2 tog. What would it be in UK? We can do a poll. DEC means decrease. Or you can do two tog. Two tog also equals decrease. SC2 tog. These two are the same, decrease and two tog. So if this is a single crochet decrease and we're just going up one step, what would it be in UK? Interesting. This is single crochet decrease. So in UK, going up one step, that would make this a double crochet decrease. Very, very simple. Just going up, taking that stitch, even though it's part of a like it makes up a full what is it? What would you call that? Like a sequence of motions? I don't know. Just because it's part of something, so like a decrease or an increase or a front post or a back post or a cluster, those don't mean anything when you're changing from US to UK. It's going to be the same. So this is just a double crochet decrease. We did a single crochet decrease, go up one step, double crochet. So then, taking that into consideration, this is a US double crochet increase, or it could be written 2 double crochet. So then what would this be written in UK? If we're just going up one step, what would a double crochet increase be in UK? We're taking this double crochet and going up just one step. Up one step. So then what would that make it? I have personally come across, I think I own 2 patterns that are in UK. Even like I said, a lot of UK designers use US terms, but that doesn't mean that UK written patterns don't exist. So that's like I had to really practice UK terms because of a pattern that I was testing. So I was testing a pattern, I got it. For some reason, I just assumed that it was in US. And when I started it, I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. And then I looked at it again and it said it's written in UK. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was was it my first ever pattern test? No, my second pattern test. It was my second, yeah, my second pattern test. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is in UK. Like this is my excuse to like learn UK terms. And I learned, where is my square? It was this square here. So I learned like half double. So I learned half treble. I learned treble crochet cluster, double crochet, 2 double crochet. And maybe these are 2 actually. Hold on. Those are half doubles. I don't see that second loop. That's definitely a double. So what is this? Treble increase. And then these are double, half treble, treble, double treble. Yep. And then I just had to repeat that all the way around. It was very, very interesting to learn that on the field. It was boots on the ground, learning UK terms. So this symbol here is going to be a treble increase. Oops. Treble increase. Or two treble. That might be how it could be written in a pattern. And that is that, friends. Our lesson in charts today. Oh my gosh, I feel like we did so much. So keep an eye out on YouTube posts. Keep an eye out for practice throughout the week. So even while I'm in Dallas, I'll be posting practice stuff. So this week, it might be a focus on Bobble or it might be a focus on UK. I don't know. So you have to keep an eye out on our posts so you can get that little practice in throughout the week. If you have not grabbed your cheat sheets, make sure that you grab them. Make sure you grab your cheat sheets. And if you have questions on charts or patterns or anything, feel free to message me. Like, totally fine. You can message me and I can help you out. Or post if it's not paid for. You can post it on the timeline and get help from the community. I am trying to figure out an advanced part 2 cheat sheet, but I feel like I don't have enough symbols. Like mags, the mag stitch. There is a special symbol for that. And so I want to include that in the next chart. But I can't seem to find more stitches. I want to, and I remember seeing stuff in here that I was like, sorry, there's like, it's like crazy ASMR. I remember seeing stuff in here that was like, that had symbols that I had never seen before. What is that? Like that, is that a front post single crochet? What is that? Oh, a spike. A spike single crochet. Okay, so now I have 2. A spike single crochet. Yeah, like the crab stitch is a single crochet with like a tilde, the little like squiggle line on top of it. That's a crab stitch. I think it's really cute. Is there a table? Whoa. Craziness. Gosh, this book is awesome. I really need to make some squares from here. Or not squares, because this is beyond the square. Oh, unusual shapes. Look at this. Isn't that so cool? I want to try that. How do you do that? I'm gonna try that. Oh. Okay, that's easy. I'm gonna try that. Are you kidding me? Whoa! Fascinating. Ah, stitch key. This is what I was looking for. I was right. That chain on the side underneath the stitch is an extended. Makes it an extended stitch. So maybe I'll put extended stitches, spiked stitches, the reverse single crochet or the crab stitch. And that'll be that. Fascinating. Fascinating. I know, it is a really good stitch. It is a really good book. Really, really good. I know the Borders, his Borders book, or her, I'm sorry. I always say that. Her border book also has interesting stitch symbols in it. So I want to see if those are her symbols or if those are common symbols. I know that they extended in a spike are common symbols, so it's not like I would be taking from her or anything. But in that border book, there are some interesting symbols, and I want to know if she made those or if that's like common knowledge kind of stuff. All right, friends. So next week, keep an eye out on your notifications for some surprise live streams from Dallas, from me and Alexis. And YouTube members, we will have an exclusive live stream on Monday. Hopefully I'll be into the Senorita top by then. I want to do the swatch this afternoon. Had to help Joe. Is Joe your partner, Kayleen? I'm hoping to do the swatch today, and I'll post an updated photo and then get started. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a fun new crochet quiz. No worries, Gayleen. There's a fun new crochet quiz. I think it's under quizzes. I think quiz is the crochet one. Right? Is it that? Oh, I thought it was. Is it not, Nightbot? Please hold. This one is more like a poll. And it is basically creating your ideal crochet day. Let me see. What is it? I thought that I did that right. Let me just share the link to y'all. It's a really fun one. Roman really outdid himself. A link. There we go. So if you have not done this, build your perfect crochet day poll. Definitely grab it and do that one. We want to pull together, like, the poll isn't to pick one, it's to like list it from most important to least important. And then at the end, you can compare it to the rest of the community. So make sure that you take this poll after the live stream. You can watch part 8 of the Summer Mosaic Cal that was posted this morning. I would love to continue hanging out with y'all. So grab your projects and sit down tight, get cozy. I think that is it. Let me do one last yarn over hook check. Be sure I didn't miss anything. There we go. Be sure I didn't miss anything. Welcome new friends to Yarn Over Hook. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see what y'all are making. And it's Saturday. Haha, almost forgot. To our top chatting friends, thank you so much, Mags, Samantha, and Fontrella. And oh my gosh, Mags, when did you upgrade to Granny Square? Thank you so much, Mags. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy the extra bennies. All right, let's check our skein stash. So for this week, on the leaderboard, at number 5 with 26 skeins is Linda. At number 4 with 133 skeins is Brianna. At number 3 with 133 skeins, oh y'all, we're tied, is Anita. At number 2 with 139 skeins is Mags. And, drumroll please, in the number 1 spot with 146 skeins is Katie. Congratulations, Katie. Y'all can collect skeins throughout the week by participating on Yarn Over Hook. Just post a picture, comment, like something, do a quiz. Anybody who does this poll will also get skeins from that. And just click around the site and you'll get skeins for the week. Congratulations, friends. Oh, on Thursday? Why didn't it notify me? I don't think I would have missed it. This is like a big box. I don't know, sometimes I do. But thank you so much, Mags. Thank you so much. All right, friends, I'm going to head out for the day, get ready for Dallas. I have a lot of stuff I have to do today. I'm so excited. And I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. So I will catch YouTube members on Monday. Everybody else, keep an eye out for surprise drop-ins all throughout next week. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So make sure that you keep an eye out for these surprise streams. Okay, great. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Thank you so much, Max. Y'all have a great rest of your Saturday and a fun and safe weekend, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye, everybody. Bye. Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support. Your membership helps us to create videos just like this one. Thank you again so much for supporting the Yarn Over Hook team, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Yarn Over Hook, social media for crocheters. Create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com.